A lot of people tagged me in this. I didn't want to stitch the video because sometimes I get taken down for that, like my videos get taken down for that. But just to give y'all context, this video was made by a black woman who was enjoying breakfast at Tiffany's, and they noticed that this group of white women kept looking over at them just kind of like this. This is a monitoring spirit. I know this is gonna sound crazy, woo-woo to some people. I don't care. Because in my culture, if somebody's staring at you like this, you have full permission to get up out of your seat and beat their ass.
Hey guys, my name is Modi and you're welcome to Modi Speaks. So you guys know that I really hate it when some race grifting creators come on the internet and try to plant antagonism among races, specifically antagonism amongst white and black people. So today, I'm going to be looking at one of such videos from this YouTuber. Her name is Queen Penguin. I'm going to react to another video. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, in her video, she was reacting to a video made by another black woman concerning white people. So I'm gonna react to her reaction of that video. This is going to be a very interesting episode. I am eager to get on with the video because this type of videos are kind of like the main reason I started this YouTube channel. I want to expose these anti-white, also anti-black individuals and dismantle their racist narrative. But before we dive into the video though, consider subscribing to the channel if you've not already. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider buying me a coffee or joining my membership if you like, as a way of supporting the channel. Alright, so the video is captioned, "White woman warns black women to watch out for the evil white women monitoring spirit." Let's watch and see.
As always, you do have an interesting episode to react on. Now, this is a palm-colored woman that spews a lot of secrets and goes off the palm-colored code by literally telling on her people. I think whatever she says really makes a lot of sense. Because I have seen a lot of us, melanated queens and kings, always coming on the internet to show that even when we are not minding their business, they are minding ours. Even when you're not giving them looks, they want to give you looks. They want to stare at you. They want to touch you. It's like they can't survive without minding yours. And she called them an interesting name, which is monitoring spirit. And I do agree with her, as much as that might be tough. I do agree with her. Anybody that wants to stare at you, want to be in your business each and every other time, even when you don't want to mind theirs and you're going your way, doing your thing, those are monitoring spirits. And I don't know whatever they be monitoring, but I think she makes a lot of points. But that is, sugar-coated. That is racism. That reveals that if you are present in the place, it diminishes their privilege and they feel like they do not exist anymore. Therefore, they give you these looks to make you uncomfortable so that you get out of the place. I don't know what they be thinking about, but I know for sure they mean and they know what they be doing. We are going to watch this video and we will come back and definitely talk about it.
A lot of people tagged me in this. I didn't want to stitch the video because sometimes I get taken down for that, like my videos get taken down for that. But just to give y'all context, this video was made by a black woman who was enjoying breakfast at Tiffany's, and they noticed that this group of white women kept looking over at them just kind of like this. This is a monitoring spirit. I know this is gonna sound crazy, woo-woo to some people. I don't care. Because in my culture, if somebody's staring at you like this, you have full permission to get up out of your seat and beat their ass. That's the thing, is like people in racially homogenous societies, they don't act like this. And it's generally regarded as really impolite to stare, be in people's business like this. This will get you an ass beating. In any other country, any other like racially homogenous country, if this was like other white people you were staring at like that, they'd get up and beat your ass. Because people don't like to be monitored.
So far, all I can see is a screenshot of two white women sitting in a restaurant, and that this is a picture that was taken out of a video, which means that someone was filming these two white women sitting in that restaurant. But even though this screenshot was strategically captured to make it look like these two white women were staring at the person filming them, you can still see that their focus was not directly looking at the person filming that video. In fact, this might just be a split-second glancing, from these white women, and then the person filming decided to maliciously screenshot that particular moment from that video, plaster the screenshots on the screen, and make a hateful video out of it. But let's hear more.
People don't like to be monitored. This is like in my language, we call this zglazila, right? It's like you're trying to evilize somebody. You're looking at them with like a really bad intent, a jealous intent. The reason that like westernized white women act like this and other white women start acting like this, the more that they become part of American culture, it's because there's deep roots here of monitoring spirits being allowed and encouraged to exist. The word officer, right, like a police officer, comes from the word overseer, which an overseer used to oversee slaves in the fields. Why? So that they wouldn't step out of line. Okay, now make the connection. Where are they eating breakfast? Tiffany's. Tiffany is a white girl's name. Tiffany's has always been associated with like white women, Audrey Hepburn, the jeweler brand or whatever. It's been associated with like being high class and white. Audrey Hepburn with her skinny little cigarette and her pearls. These places of like quote unquote luxury have always been reserved for white people. And the overseer spirit is very, very, very much encouraged here, especially in places of quote unquote luxury.
What? This is hilarious. Listen, the word officer comes from the Latin word officium, which means duty or office. Now I tried to find out if the word officer is derived from the word overseer. And this is what Google told me. The words are not related and do not reveal some historic conspiracy. They just sound similar in modern New York English. These people are just trying to manufacture racism because none of this is real anyway. They are just trying to fabricate outrage. Now, who in their right mind thinks that the word overseer is only applied to slave masters? What about the founding fathers of church or an organization who are referred to as the general overseers of that organization or church? What about department overseers? What about parish overseers, creative overseers, board overseers, and so many other instances where a person can be an overseer? Now, this is what I find problematic about these creators, okay? They fabricate fake stories in order to push a divisive narrative, and these gullible black anti-white creators just broadcast the hate, and the ugly cycle continues.
Go into any rich neighborhood and you will see a neighborhood watch sign. Yeah, that's because rich white people naturally have a monitoring spirit. Again, you can call this woo, you can call it whatever. I'm just calling it like I see it. Okay? Because I would be scared to look at people like this. These are fighting words. In other countries, these are fighting words. This will get you an ass beating. In any other country, any other like racially homogenous country, if this was like other white people you were staring at, like that, they'd get up and beat your ass.
In other countries, filming and recording a person without their consent is perfectly okay, but if the people you are secretly recording innocently looks around the environment, then you are supposed to go and fight them. These people are just nuts. It's embarrassing to see this African sister broadcasting this complete nonsense and thinking that she's doing a good job. This is ridiculous.
This facial expression, it's like this poorly hidden aggression. But because white women in this country have been co-opted by white men to help perpetuate patriarchy and racism, this is something everybody needs to realize, that white women used to be forbidden from owning anything but slaves. Because white women wanted a taste of power that men have so bad, they were like, yes, great, now I'm part of the boys club, now I'm going to be allowed access into these exclusive clubs, like these places that I've been kept away from, which obviously wasn't and hasn't ever been true and will never be true.
This one is just horrible, okay? She went on spewing more misinformation and divisive narratives, none of which were factual nor true. She is just evil. But let's take a look at Queen Penguin's reaction to the video.
By the way, the stares they give are very intentional and they are very distinct. And we can tell a mean look and a look of admiration. There's a look someone can give you and you know this is a compliment. And there's also a look someone gives you and you be like, they are admiring and they are full of curiosity. But also there's that look of, why are you here? And I think if you could zoom in the video and see how the ladies were looking like, those were mean looks.
Actually, sis, I did zoom in, okay? And I don't think that those women were purposely looking at the person filming them. Mind you, it would be normal and okay for them to actually give mean looks to someone who is obviously filming them without their permission, okay? But looking at the direction of their eyesight in that video, I don't think they were even paying any attention to the malicious person filming them, because they might not even be aware that they are being filmed. Now, from what I can see here, I can rightfully say that the black woman filming that video is the one meddling in the affairs of those white women sitting in that restaurant. We blame white people for everything that happens to us. This reminds me of this video where this black girl was filming herself in a hot tub, or was it a hot bath, twerking on camera, and the white woman in her swimming trunk tried to steer her children, her very young daughter, away from the camera, and the black girl twerking accused the white woman of being racist to her because they tried to get out of her video, claiming that the white woman and her kids left the pool because she, a black girl, came into the pool, when in reality the white mom in her underwears just didn't want her nor her kids to appear in a stranger's video where the stranger is twerking and they are wearing their swimsuits or their underwear, whatever. So if a white person so much as glances at us, they are evil and monitoring spirits, and if also they try to stay out of our video, they are racist. So this is a clear case of damned if they do and damned if they don't.
So basically, for the most part, their curiosity is not in a way that it's not a good one. And I think she explained it better than I would even ever put it. They have that monitoring spirit of always wanting to figure out people, wanting to know where you're from, why are you here, can you afford this? Because according to them, they are the only people that are supposed to enjoy all the good things of life. You are supposed to be dining with, I don't know, whatever, and in spaces that do not look as good as they are in. And a lot of them are defensive about it, but I don't think they would be okay if we give them that look. Like if melanated people give them that look. It's not just only in Africa, but every other tourist places. You realize that black people, sometimes they be taking pictures and all of that. And there's someone that is ready to mind a black person business, even when our people don't mind none of theirs. It's very disrespectful. It's not nice. It's not nice. And it is giving hatred. It's giving a lot about you, and unfortunately a lot of them cannot mask it really nicely. But what is wrong with these people? Like, can't we all exist and be at peace and be okay? Like, can't we just exist?
Sister, I should be asking you that question. Can't we all coexist peacefully with one another on this current day and age without looking for a way to fabricate misinformation and push divisive narratives that is geared towards demonizing white people? Can't we just give people the benefit of doubt instead of jumping to conclusions and seeing them as the enemy? Okay? Can't we stop planting hate amongst ourselves? What is all this? And please, I am not saying that all white people are angels and that they can never do any wrong. No, I'm not saying that, okay? I, for one, encourage calling out despicable people, irrespective of their race or creed. But one thing I would never support is fabricating lies against someone or some people because of a prejudice you have against their race, and then demonizing and spreading hate towards them. You should criticize anyone who deserves criticism, but it would be pure evil on your part to deliberately manufacture fake and divisive rhetorics against someone or some people based on their skin color. These creators do not care about justice or calling out evil, okay? All they care about is spreading hate towards white people, and they are more than willing to manufacture any kind of propaganda and story in order to push their narrative. Queen Penguin and the likes of her are doing the creative community a great disservice. They are spreading lies, hate, and divisiveness, and it is all maliciously directed against a particular group of people, and that is white people. This is shameful, and that is why I'm calling them out. But as always, these are my thoughts, these are my opinions. You can agree or disagree with me, but do so respectfully in the comment section below. Again, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel, like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or buying me a coffee if you like, as a way of supporting the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.